How to correctly use ChatGPT to learn language and prepare for exams like TOEFL and IELTS. AI tools like ChatGPT can be incredibly versatile for language learning. Whether you're working on expanding your vocabulary, building your grammar, or preparing for exams like IELTS or TOEFL, here are some creative and effective ways to use them. Number 1. Expand your vocabulary. Learn synonyms and antonyms. Ask ChatGPT for related words and how to use them in sentences. For example, define reversible. Use it in 5 sentences in the context of psychology. Compare meanings. Clarify subtle differences between similar words. For example, does remarkable mean important? Is there a difference? Use both in sentences. Get word suggestions. Describe a topic or scenario and let ChatGPT provide useful vocabulary. For example, I want to describe a horse. What words can I use? Some examples. Explain the word resilient and give 3 examples of how it's used in a workplace setting. List 5 synonyms for important and use each one in a sentence about environmental issues. What are some advanced words I can use to describe with food? Give me an example in sentences. Can you create a short dialogue where 2 people use the word innovative? What words can I use to describe a bustling city? Give me 5 examples with context. What's the opposite of productive? Use it in a sentence about work habits. Number 2. Build word knowledge. Break down words into prefixes, roots, and suffixes to understand their structure. For example, break down the word invisibility and give me similar words. Find patterns across languages. Compare how similar words are formed in different languages. For example, are the words introverted in English and its Turkish equivalent formed similarly? Explore word families. Ask for words with shared roots to expand your understanding. For example, why do so many words end in able? What does it mean? Some example. Break down the word unpredictable into its root, prefix, and suffix. What does each part mean? Or find 5 other words that share the root spect. For example, inspect, respect. Use them in sentences. Or why do so many adjectives end in OUS? Give me 5 examples and explain how they are used. What's the difference between interaction and react? Explain the root act and give examples. Translate the word empower into another language and explain if the root or meaning changes. Number 3. Learn in context. Generate context. Practice new vocabulary by asking ChatGPT to use it in stories, letters, or conversations. For example, write a short paragraph about football. Use the word immensely. Focus on common themes. Learn words related to specific test topics like travel, environment, or education. For example, write a semi-formal letter inviting a friend to visit Spain. Use verbs related to traveling. Explore famous usage. Discover how keywords appear in quotes or cultural references. For example, give me 3 famous quotes that use the word freedom. Some examples. Write a paragraph about forests. Use the word inevitable, migrate, and consequences. Or write a semi-formal letter to a professor asking for an extension on an assignment. Or generate a short conversation between 2 people deciding what to watch on Netflix. Or summarize a news article about space exploration. Use at least 3 academic words. Or write a short story about a weekend trip. Include 5 descriptive words for nature. Number 4. Learn about exams. Simulate test questions. Ask ChatGPT to create questions tailored to your needs. For example, write 5 fill-in-the-blank questions where the answers are verbs. Generate comprehension exercises. Combine reading and listening tasks to mimic test conditions. For example, write a paragraph about nutmeg and create 5 true, false, or not given questions. Build vocabulary quizzes. Gradually increase the difficulty of the questions to challenge yourself. For example, ask me 10 vocabulary questions. Provide 4 options for each answer. Some examples. Explain the difference between IELTS writing task 1 and task 2. Provide examples of each. Or, what is the structure of TOEFL speaking task 3? Can you give me a sample question and answer? Or, how does IELTS speaking part 2 work? Create a topic card for me to practice. Or, what are the common grammar mistakes that lower scores in TOEFL writing? Give examples. Or, list 5 tips for time management during the IELTS reading test. Number 5. Unlimited practice materials. Practice speaking prompts. Simulate test scenarios such as answering IELTS speaking part 2 or TOEFL speaking task 3 questions. For example, give me a speaking topic and act as the interviewer. Get writing feedback. Submit essays or short answers for feedback on grammar, structure, and coherence. For example, here is my essay for IELTS writing task 2. Can you give feedback based on band descriptors? Work on fluency. Use role-playing or conversational prompts to improve natural language flow. For example, pretend you're a customer at a cafe. Let's practice ordering food. Some examples. Ask me 10 vocabulary questions. Provide 4 options for each answer. Write a paragraph about a famous invention. Create 5 comprehension questions. True, false, not given. Generate 5 fill-in-the-blank grammar questions about the past perfect tense. Write an essay topic for TOEFL writing task 2 and provide an outline for the response. Create a mock IELTS speaking part 3 discussion on the topic of urbanization. 6. Use voice generators. Use voice features. Listen to speaking prompts or practice note-taking for TOEFL lectures using AI. Voice generators like 11 Labs. For example, play a simulated TOEFL integrated writing lecture. Let me take notes and summarize it. Simulate interviews. Practice responding to IELTS speaking prompts as if you're in the test environment. For example, ask me an IELTS part 3 discussion question and I will respond. Some examples. Play a simulated IELTS speaking part 2 topic. Describe a city you would like to visit. Provide an audio lecture about climate change for TOEFL integrated writing task 1. Generate an audio prompt for a role-playing activity where I'm ordering at a restaurant. Read this sentence aloud so I can practice pronunciation. Technological advances are transforming industries. Simulate a TOEFL speaking task 4 lecture on the benefits of teamwork in the workplace. Number 7. Learn literature. Access public domain books. Request full text or excerpts of classical available in the public domain, or ask for summaries to quickly understand key themes. For example, can you provide the text of Pride and Prejudice or summarize Frankenstein in 5 sentences? Request simplified versions. Simplify a text to match your reading level, similar to graded readers like the Penguin series. For example, rewrite the first chapter of The Great Gatsby for a beginner English learner. Analyze literary techniques. Dive into themes, symbolism, or character development in famous works. For example, explain the symbolism of the green light in The Great Gatsby. Study summaries of famous books. Get a concise breakdown of the main ideas, characters, and themes in popular novels or plays. For example, summarize 1984 and explain its key themes. Practice creative writing. Use ChatGPT to inspire your storytelling by generating prompts or rewriting famous passages in different styles. For example, give me a creative writing prompt in the style of Edgar Allan Poe. Some examples. Summarize To Kill a Mockingbird in simple English, focusing on its main themes. Rewrite a scene from Romeo and Juliet in modern everyday language. Explain the allegory in animal farm and how it relates to real-life events. Suggest 5 beginner-friendly public domain books to help me improve my vocabulary. Can't you simplify Dracula into a short story suitable for intermediate readers? Create a quiz based on the first chapter of Jane Eyre. Compare the themes of The Picture of Dorian Gray and Frankenstein in a simple paragraph. Write a beginner-level summary of The Scarlet Letter in 3 sentences. Explain how Of Mice and Men uses foreshadowing and provide examples. Summarize great expectations for someone for an advanced reading level. Guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it and understand it well. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Leave me a comment below. And for the last but not the least, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you will never miss any content of me.